This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Hey guys, it's Marcy. Betsy, hi.
What up?
Betsy's eating some popcorn right now.
I am. You better love it.
We got our friends, the Bigfoot Collectors Club, here with us. Say hi, guys.
Hi, this is Michael McMillan.
Bryce Johnson.
Riley.
We're in an airport.
We're in an airport. We got
Super producer.
Riley Bragg. Oh, my God.
We just did FanX in Salt Lake City. We had so much fun. We had a live show. We talked to people wandering around. We got their paranormal stories.
It was scary.
So, Michael, tell us how we're doing this. I forget.
All right, so here's what's going down, people. This is what you're about to experience is part one of Bigfoot Collectors Club and a Funny Feeling podcast, Monster Mash Live at FanX in Salt Lake City, Utah. So you're gonna hear part one right here, and then it's gonna stop, and then maybe there'll be some more fun stuff from Betsy and Marcy.
We're gonna have a little bonus stuff.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And then
Yada.
tomorrow over at Bigfoot Collectors Club, we're dropping part 2.
So that means you have to listen to both
It's a
podcast
classic
feeds.
Comic
We got
book
you. You got duped.
crossover.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, what happens next? God, I guess I better go listen. And then the people who listen to yours are gonna be like, wait, what happened before?
I mean, our fans are gonna be real pissed
they're gonna be
because
so confused.
they want to listen to our episode, but they got to listen to your episode
be like,
first.
Yeah, they're going to be furious.
And trust me, we both talk more in each other's feed episodes. It
actually
doesn't
true.
make any sense.
No. It's a monster mashup. It's 2 podcasts coming to life as one new creature.
So enjoy it, guys.
All right, here's part 1 of Monster Mash Live.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming out to Bigfoot Collectors Club, a Funny Feeling podcast. Monster Mash Live here at FanX in Salt Lake City. This is hosted by a company called Chic Geeks. And we were hanging out at the booth today, and a bunch of you guys came and told and shared your personal paranormal histories and your spooky stories, and that was so awesome. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for coming to the show.
Yay.
Yay!
Yeah, there were some creepy stories today. Holy crap, man.
Yeah, Utah's weird,
Yeah.
and we are going to get into it today. I'll be your host today, Michael McMillan.
Yeah.
With me is your other host.
Marcy Jarrow.
Yeah.
And your other host.
I'm Bryce Johnson.
And your other host.
I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And our super producer.
Riley Bragg.
Yes.
All right, you can clap for the producer. It's all right.
I stepped on it with a fat So today, what we thought we'd do for you guys, we're combining our 2 podcasts into one massive Frankenstein show. And why did we do this? 1, because we're crazy. And also because we are a huge fan of a Funny Feeling podcast.
And we're a big fan of, what's it called? Bigfoot Collectors Club. Yeah.
And if you listen to both of our shows, you might discover that we're kind of the same show. So it makes sense that we just do one together.
Except one's for girls and one's for boys.
One's for boys and one's for girls. So if you don't know who we are, we will tell you, Bigfoot Collectors Club is a podcast about where we talk to celebrity guests, amazing guests, about their personal paranormal histories and share stories of high strangeness.
And A Funny Feeling is a podcast where we talk to comedians and celebrity-type people about their paranormal experiences, and then we listen to listener stories as well.
Yeah. Nailed it, dude.
Speaking of listener stories.
I'm going to make a little request. So later on in today's panel, I'm going to ask you guys for your personal paranormal experiences. I said personal, but it could also be secondhand stories, anything like from ghosts, aliens, sleep paralysis.
We
gnomes.
did a live show where a woman thought that she might have been Sasquatch in a previous life.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
Come
you think you have been a cryptid in a
you're-
past life, we want to talk to you.
If you're a Squatch, come on up. But one little rule regulation is tell us your best story and let's keep it succinct.
Yeah, keep it tight. Keep it tight. So, all right, let's get started.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Sid, okay, so when Bryce Johnson and I started Bigfoot Collectors Club, we call it the Collectors Club because we discovered that we both love collect. I'm a huge comic book collector and action figure collector.
Yep, me too. I love collecting toys.
So, yes. So, because we're at Fan X and there's a lot of stuff to buy, I thought I would ask Marcy Jaru and Betsy Sidaro. Do you guys... were you ever into collecting anything?
No.
All right, quick segment.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I did though? This sounds terrible. I used to, whenever I would get any money, I would iron it and play with it.
Oh, yeah. You collect the best thing, money.
I collected money. I don't anymore.
I like right now collecting magnets of everywhere I go.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Where are you going to get your SLC magnet?
I gotta get one. I'm gonna get one at the airport probably. I got a really good one from Memphis of two pigs fucking, and it says making bacon. So yeah, I like collecting those. That's kind of the only thing I collect right now.
Have you guys ever been to a Comic-Con before?
No.
You haven't?
No.
This is your first one?
I went to DragCon. Is that the same thing?
Oh yeah,
It's
I've
a
been there once.
con.
I saw
Yeah.
RuPaul speak.
Yeah, we did. I was with you.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
That's cool.
I went to WonderCon
Oh, yeah, I've been to WonderCon.
and I saw Mickey Rooney.
Was he just there by himself?
Well, in this case, yeah, he was like behind curtains, just sitting in a wheelchair by himself.
Oh, that's sad.
And it fucked me up. I walked by and I was like, oh no. It was crazy.
He's become his character from The Wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
Just completely
That's
broken.
Mickey
Wait,
Rourke.
Rick, Ronald
Mickey
Reagan.
Rourke.
Oh, who did you say?
Mickey Rooney.
Oh, no, that's even sadder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both sad. It works.
That's going to be me one day. Actually, right after this show, you'll just find me in a corner going,
Find you behind some curtains.
Dude, I
Behind a curtain.
realized being here, I used to collect baseball cards and toys, and I thought the baseball cards were going to be like the big investment. I was like, oh man, this shit's going to be worth so much money later on. And so I kept those nice, and I played with all the toys. Wrong move. I'm seeing mask toys go for like $1,500 and all these amazing Star Wars and G.I. Joe toys, and they're like pricey, man.
Yeah, I was like, I have to get every version of X-Force #1 polybagged with every trading card. And then I sold all of my Mask, G.I. Joe, He-Man in garage sales so I could take girls out on dates.
Wrong move.
I'm 40 years old and I'm single. Not
Kept the
worked
toys,
out.
bro.
Real quick before we move on, Betsy, Marcy, what was the best thing you saw or the strangest thing you saw today on the convention floor?
Oh, I saw, what was it? The spider? Wait.
Wait. The robot?
The spider robot
Yes.
from
Oh,
Spider-Verse.
yeah, that was
Spider-Verse.
rad.
But it was an actual child inside. So that was really, it was a big,
It was
huge
rad.
costume, and it was pretty cool.
That sounds like a surprise. It's like robot with an actual child inside.
Because you could see inside like the screen of it, and I was like, that's a baby. Not a real baby, but a little kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
That'd be cool if people could just put their babies in robots and then go to the convention, and the robot just carries them around.
Yeah.
Robot babysitter.
Betsy,
I'm
what
here.
was the coolest thing you saw today?
I mean, that robot was pretty rad. And then I've just seen chains of people. Like people just holding on to it. I don't know if it's the coolest thing I've seen, but it's weird.
I saw a long furry line.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one going up the escalator.
Nothing against the furry community. I'm just saying that's the longest line of furries I've ever seen.
I really liked from, there was two, and I don't know what to call them, from Neverending Story, those like two gatekeepers that, guard the canyon.
Those are
And
terrifying.
they shoot lasers out of their eyes at the boy. Do you know what I'm talking
Atreyu.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Atreyu. Thank you.
Are they oracles?
Yeah, the oracles. That was it. Exactly. So
That
that's
was
a big
very-
round thing. It was dope.
That made me feel very weird as a child because I was terrified of those, but they also were naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
so it's
had
mixed
big old
feelings.
boobs.
Yeah. Terror
Now-
and excitement.
Now I'm terrified if I look at breasts for too long. The woman's eyes fire
They
lasers
shoot
at me.
lasers.
Okay, that's why you're
You're
single.
40 and single, man.
I forgot I did this elaborate slideshow and forgot to queue up our collector's corner slide, but also mostly because I wanted to look at this costume.
Whoa.
Winner of the day for sure.
This sad homemade Hulk. There's a lot better.
a Hulk?
That's a Hulk. Yeah.
Oh, that's Hulk.
It looks like Kermit's dad did too many steroids. And then lost his Muppet eyes and had attack on googly eyes. This is why Kermit doesn't want to get married to Miss Piggy, because he can't bring her home to his father.
Looks like he's afraid of booby lasers too.
Oh, yeah. He's looked at too many and his eyes have been burned out. All right, should we get started with some paranormal stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Betsy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I heard that you have... Oh, wait, I forgot. Before we do that, you guys have a little sneak peek at this. Something big happened in the news this week. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? In the cryptid news? So on our show, we like to do a segment called BCC News, but because that stands for Bigfoot Collectors Club News, and this is a mashup, I was trying to figure out what we should call our news segment, and then I came up with this. BFF News.
That's
Because a funny feeling
We're
and
besties.
Bigfoot Collectors Club are BFFs.
That's
That's so sweet.
Yay.
Yeah, Bigfoot funny feelings.
Yeah, Bigfoot feeling. There we go.
Bryce, you want to do it with me? With the
Yeah,
new
sure.
title? It's time for some... BFF News!
Yay.
So this is from BCC News, actually. And guys, I want you to pull out your trumpets. It's time for some taps. Because the creature behind repeated sightings of the fabled Loch Ness Monster may just be giant eels,
What?
according to scientists. Now this, I know it's really sad. Listen, we don't have to believe it, guys. We can still hold on. I don't know if who all here listens to Bigfoot Collectors Club. Longtime fans, great. We got some people. Awesome. So over a year ago, we had a story where they were going to do this eDNA thing in Loch Ness, where they were going to scientists to figure out how to collect environmental DNA to see what kind of animals are in a given area.
Basically, all they have to do is like take a cup of the water and then run it through whatever science they do. But they're able to tell whatever.
a box labeled
You rolled
science.
your
And they
eyes
just
hard
pour it
at
in.
that. Science.
Bryce coming out hard against science 10 minutes into the show.
Yeah, but through that eDNA study, they're able to determine whatever lives in the lake, whatever organic biological thing lives in that environment.
Wait,
Right.
I'm very worried about them doing that with toilets. Solving crimes through
Yeah.
toilet water.
Well,
That's
it's very
next.
expensive.
I'm worried because I've done bad things.
Yeah, what have you
Oh, yeah, I've murdered a toilet before.
There's me 20 D23, and now there's going to be P23.
Yeah, Betsy said some premeditated toilet murders.
Oh, hell yeah, this morning in the hotel. I had a whole plan.
Tomorrow morning, the headlines read, a string of destroyed and murdered toilets across downtown Salt Lake City. All right, so here's the story. Researchers from New Zealand have tried to catalog all living species in Loch Ness by extracting DNA from water samples. Following analysis, the scientists have ruled out the presence of large animals said to be behind reports of a monster. No evidence of a prehistoric marine reptile called a plesiosaur or a large fish, such as a sturgeon or catfish, which a lot of people think might be the actual monster, were found. Catfish and suggestions that a wandering Greenland shark were behind the sightings were also discounted. Here's the culprit. Juvenile eels.
Lame.
It's just a pack of teenage eels forming the shape of a giant plesiosaur and scaring old people.
Form in the shape of plesiosaur.
Turns out there's like the Mighty Morphin Power eels, and they live in Loch Ness.
Yeah.
They are known as elvers. They arrive in Scottish rivers and lochs after migrating for more than 3,000 miles from the Sargasso Sea near the Bahamas, where they come, spawn, and lay eggs. Professor Neil Gemmell, a geneticist from New Zealand's University of Otago, said, "People love a mystery. I'm not going to do a New Zealand accent. We've used science to add another chapter to Loch Ness's mystique. We can't find any evidence. Can't find any evidence of a creature that's
There it
remotely
is.
related."
Yeah,
See, I
there
felt
it is.
guilty
Knew
about
he
it.
couldn't resist.
Environmental DNA sequence data. So, sorry, I don't think the plesiosaur idea holds up based on the data that we have obtained.
Yeah, well, I never believed it was.
You got a smattering of applause.
Oh, people are walking out. They're not even from New Zealand.
I never believed it was like, there's that, the group of people that are just like, oh, it's just like a leftover dinosaur from the Pleistocene age. And it's like, no, dude, it's a fucking paranormal creature. You're not going to be able to detect it in an environmental DNA study.
They
You know
want
what I
you
mean?
to think it's tween eels.
Right. Totally. Thank you, Marcy. Exactly.
Betsy,
Yo.
do you buy this eel theory?
I mean, it sounds fun, but I think it's a dinosaur. I'm still there, I'm sorry.
no,
I think
didn't know
it's
you
a
felt
damn
that way.
dinosaur
I feel
that's just been
weird.
surviving off of eating Scottish people. Is that how it works?
Sheep. They like to eat a lot of sheep. They actually found DNA of like a bunch of sheep and cattle in the lake. What did it say? So maybe there is something in there eating a bunch of livestock.
Maybe their study sucks. Maybe it doesn't work.
It says
Science.
DNA.
Man.
Yeah,
This is actually
fucking
kind of sad
science.
because this just means all these things have drowned in the lake. DNA from humans, dogs, sheep, cattle, deer, badgers, rabbits, voles, and birds were also identified by the researchers. Maybe it's like, the Rat King thing where they are just merging into one beast. Anyway, R.I.P.
sick.
Loch Ness Monster. We'll still believe in you.
R.I.P. Yeah.
Betsy,
Oh, yeah.
are you ready?
I got a spooky story
All right, it's
about
time.
somewhere here in Salt Lake City.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Super producer Riley, are you gonna give Betsy some tunes?
Yeah, let's make this scary. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Rio Grande Railroad Depot. Hell yeah. Everybody's pumped to hear about how haunted this shit is. Okay, so here's a little history about this depot. It was built in 1910 by a dude named George Gould, I think. He spent $750,000 on it in 1910.
Wow.
That's a lot of money now.
That's like
5 billion or something.
that's like Avengers Endgame, like global box office money.
Good, thank you. Yes.
Nice.
So he
Great.
built that, and then it was a train station from then until 1947, and then it kind of stopped being a train station. There were a bunch of businesses in there, but nothing
Wait,
lasted.
what was it after drink?
Businesses?
All right.
I don't know.
Well, trains kind
Guys,
of lost.
I don't do research.
Yeah, trains sort of stopped
the
being a
thing.
thing after people had cars.
Marcy, it was never a train. It was a teenage eel. Just carrying people on its back.
Nasty.
Honestly, when you started to correct me, I was like, did I drink too much and I got the whole premise of this wrong?
I mean, yes.
Yes.
So in the 70s, it was like an abandoned, nasty building. And then Utah's Historical Society was like, we'll put money into it and make it beautiful again. Okay? That's kind of the history of this place.
I want someone to do that to me.
You were just real nasty in the 70s.
We gotta
I'm
find
an
you a
abandoned
historical
woman,
society.
and I need someone to invest in me and refurbish.
Lady, you look like a train station that needs a little work. I think I can dress this up.
Wait, is that a new insult to call someone a train station?
I don't know, but I got 750,000 1809 bucks to blow. Let's do this.
Sorry, Betsy.
No, I love it. Remember that lady fell in love with a train station?
Yes.
A few years ago?
They got married.
Yeah. And she lived like 40 minutes away, so she would take the train into that station every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So you can find
Love
it
is love.
anywhere. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so now to the spooky stuff. I was really hoping for a big music cue there. Spooky stuff.
Spooky stuff.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay, so people started. Oh
like the same
shit!
It's the
So
same thing.
people
It is.
started witnessing paranormal stuff in 1940.
7.
No, just 40. And so there's one ghost there who is known as the Tunnel Ghost. And it's this dude who died during construction of the tunnel between the depot and the power plant next door. Ooh. And honestly, that's all I could find on the Tunnel Ghost.
I mean, to his credit, he
That's it.
didn't finish the job.
It's just a really good name that nobody's just bullshitted a story about. I'll do that later. Okay, and then there's a dude or an apparition of a man seen and heard throughout the depot. And they believe this might be the ghost of George Gould, the dude who built this place, keeping an eye out on the station. But then another website was like, or it's a ghost of a manager. And then another site was, or it's a ghost of an ex-fiance, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. But whoever this ghost is, his presence has been seen on the first floor wandering around and heard hanging out in the lobby and on the balcony. Who knows? Who knows? We gotta go there. One time, a security guard heard a bunch of sounds like a party coming from the cellar. And as he was making his way down the stairs, the lights were going on and off. And once he got down there, they stopped. So he busted that party.
He broke up that
He
ghost
broke
party?
up that ghost party. Okay, now for the story that hooked me on this train depot. And this one is about a spirit known as the Purple Lady. Ew.
You know what?
Sick.
It's so funny that, like, men ghosts get tunnel ghosts, and then women ghosts always get the white lady, the lady in blue, the brown lady. Like, it's always like a color.
All I know was it was a lady.
She was wearing a dress.
Marcy, what kind of ghost do you want to be?
I want to be the thong ghost.
The thong ghost. She's in a thong. All I saw was a thong.
The turquoise thong ghost. The turquoise thong lady.
I'm gonna both be wearing a butt thong and flip flops. Double thongin'.
Every type of thong you can imagine. And then you're also just holding tongs.
A thong
Also just some
thong.
tongs.
Mommy, there's a woman wearing a thong and flip flops standing next to my bed.
That's my sister. She'll get out.
Okay, So legend has it that this purple lady ghost, okay, this is her story, that her fiance, the ex that I mentioned earlier, was on his way to either World War I or World War II. We'll say World War II.
Maybe World War III.
One of the maybe
it's from the
shit
future. Yeah.
from the future. Well, apparently they got into a big old argument, and they at the train station called off the engagement, and the dude took the ring and threw it on the train tracks, and this lady hops down, runs onto the train tracks, and then bam, gets fucking splattered by a train. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
This feels like a man wrote a story about how much women love jewelry.
You love diamonds so much, go get it.
You just,
I feel
so,
like this couple met when she saw him and went, "Oh man!"
like that lady from Roger Rabbit when he's in cartoon world. All right, Roger
Toontown.
Rabbit. Okay, so she has been seen and heard hanging around the cafe. I would do that as a ghost. Hang out by a restaurant. She also chills in the women's bathroom.
Ghosts love
bathrooms.
Ghosts are always peeking under your stall and flushing toilets and standing behind you in mirrors and being Bloody Mary.
They love bathrooms.
Why do ghosts because there's a theory that ghosts in the paranormal world can use water to come to our dimension. So maybe they're using toilet water to get here.
Hell yeah.
They're collecting DNA to pop me on a crime.
I didn't even think of that. I thought they were just like, I need to find somebody in a very vulnerable state while they're just losing it on a toilet.
You tickle yourself there, Betsy?
I mean,
She just thought
everybody does it.
Yeah, she just really
Everybody
thought about
loses it on the toilet probably, 7 times a week? I'm doing fine,
full
guys.
mental breakdown.
I went
on
to
the
Greece and really got a bug. Okay, so one of the accounts was a woman went in to use the bathroom and was overcome by a big old feeling of anger. I like this music, anger and just awful energy, and she didn't know why she was feeling this way, and when she got in, further into the bathroom, there was a woman with long black hair wearing a purple sequin dress who was sitting on that bathroom couch.
Wait,
And-
what did this lady wear to a train station?
A purple sequin dress.
That's crazy.
Hey, not if you're sending your fiance off to one of the world wars.
I guess maybe it was the First World War because she was
Flapper?
couldn't let go of the flapper culture. Yeah, that's what I was
People
thinking.
used to dress up when they travel, so they're not like sweatpants and today.
Yeah.
Not these flip-flops and thongs that women are wearing everywhere these days.
Right.
Smoking a cigarette, wondering when we're gonna get the lotto tickets.
Well, okay, so she's dressed up.
Dressed up.
She's from the olden times. Okay, and then so she sees this lady, and all of a sudden this lady gets super angry and aggravated, gets up and runs out of the bathroom and disappears. Ew! Even if that wasn't a live lady, that's the scariest thing you could ever see. Somebody just standing up and fucking running out of a place. I'm terrified.
Would you
guys,
look in the toilet after that? Just out of curiosity, what is she running from?
Wait, Michael, would she look in the toilet?
I always look.
Boys
in the
love
toilet.
looking at turds, and I don't know if women love it as much.
I don't
This is a
mind.
record for the most poop jokes
Yeah,
in one
we're
episode.
not
by the
usually
way.
this
I'm impressed.
scatological, but
Sorry.
We're 25 minutes in.
It's really been on my mind since I went to Greece and cannot stop shitting. No, I'm fine.
Are you guys all familiar with the Rio Grande train?
Have people been there?
it's
Yeah. Is it spooky?
Yeah.
Okay. You see any lady in purple?
Here, come on up here. Come
Yeah.
up here. Come on up. What's your name?
Hello.
Tasha, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tasha.
Yeah.
All right, Tasha.
Okay, cool deal. So, I feel odd.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're killing
Yeah,
it.
we got you.
Hey.
You're talking to them.
There you go.
Get comfortable.
By the way, I just realized we're not getting this show back from Tasha.
No.
She looks.
No, this is it. This
She
is where it
said-
ends.
She said, I feel weird, and then it got so comfortable.
She like got to a power pose with her arm up. She's like,
Yeah, right.
Do anymore. Just kidding. So the only reason why I've dealt with the Rio Grande Depot is because I actually work within homeless services here in Salt Lake City, and the homeless shelter is right next door. And so they control the parking lot between the homeless services and the depot, and I just had to get with the security guard to get parking in that area. But when you step into that building, firstly, the floors is like marble, so you hear the clickety-clack when you
Ew.
walk in, and you're just like, okay. All right. And then it's just a lot of artifacts about the depot and the train station and things like that. And there's almost never anyone in there anyway, except that one security guard. So even as you're walking through, you don't see anyone. There is a little bit of a chill in the air, and it feels a bit odd. I mean, it's cool history, but really strange when there's only one guy who never speaks a word, by the way.
Tasha, are
Sorry.
you sure he's alive?
You know,
Sounds like
I'm
you.
starting to question some things, to be honest. But yeah, so cool deal if you guys get a
There you
chance.
go.
Awesome. Thanks, Tasha.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Great physical comedy.
Yeah.
Good storytelling. That's how it's done.
That is. That's it. That's the Rio
it.
Grande.
Ooh, nice. That's
Spooky.
super spooky. Thank you, Betsy.
You're
Yay.
very welcome.
For ya.
Nice job.
Spooky story. All right, guys, we have a treat for you because coming up next is a brand new segment that we can only do in front of a live audience. If you're listening at home later, we're sorry, this is going to be a little visual, but we'll do our best to describe what you're going to see. This is a brand new segment called Bryce's Secret Stash.
Oh, yeah.
wait,
Check out that stash, yo.
Bryce, were you a weed farmer?
Oh, God, I wish. Don't I wish. Oh, man. I look good there.
Bryce,
Bryce
He's
didn't know
all-
about the slide.
he needs like 3 minutes just to take a look at himself.
He's just fallen in love with his own visage.
Yeah. You want to tell the kids what the Club Scouts and Spooky? What do you call your fans? Spooky heads? Betsy, Marcy,
What are we?
What are you-
I don't know.
Listeners?
listeners. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just humble little podcasters.
Why don't you tell everyone what you're doing today?
Me? Okay, cool. So I selected some of my favorite videos off YouTube. I
You can
love...
take that mic out of the stand. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like you
tried.
want to do it. Get it out of there. There you go.
Like Eddie Murphy raw it and start like prancing the stage.
So Michael asked me to pick out some of my favorite paranormal videos, and I'm always like combing YouTube looking for like good videos and stuff. And while I love really reading about people's, paranormal stories and stuff like that, there's nothing like a good video. And I'm personally very skeptical, and I try and like discount something that's fake. So I do a lot of research. If there's like a video, I'm always looking to hear what skeptics have to say about it. But so these are like...
This is a little bold-faced
Yeah,
lie.
that's not true.
You're right,
None of
no.
that is true.
But so these are like 5 of the videos that I think hold up to scrutiny, and I'm excited to share them with you. I wonder if you've seen them yourself, or if you haven't, what you think of them.
All right, what do we got here? Do you want me to,
this was...
how do you want to do this? You want me to play it? You want to cue it, then we'll play it?
Why don't I cue it and then just let you guys see it? Maybe just give you a little background. This was taken on a hunter's property, and I'm not exactly sure where it was. It was in a swamp, so it's somewhere in the southeast. But take a look at this, what he thinks caught a Bigfoot on video camera. Go ahead and play it.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Let me
go
go
back.
back.
I wish you could hear the crack of that tree sound, too, because it was like a large, like... It's like he's looking for mites or something, you know?
Is that a skunk ape?
Yeah, and he's in a swamp, too. This is a swamp littered with moccasins and gators and...
I don't. Oh, there he is.
This thing's like sitting with his back to the camera, and it really does look like an ape of some kind, like a gorilla.
Wait till it stands up.
Do it. Stand up. We're waiting.
Watch this.
Right? Like
just
he's looking
sitting
for
stripping
grubs or
bark.
something. And that does not look like a bear to me. That is like the head of a classic Bigfoot with those broad shoulders, that dark hair.
Now, why do sticks scare me?
And I just want you to think about it. If like that's like a dude in a suit, what's he doing out in a swamp, like tearing at a tree? I mean, I guess it could happen, but
Making a video with his friend.
but this guy, yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Touche. As you can tell, and then the guy gets scared shitless.
Classic Blair Witch panic.
Yeah, totally. But I think that
This guy.
yeah.
Compelling stuff.
But that was pretty crazy. I mean, and that was on this guy's own hunting property. There's a whole like letter he wrote along with it when he posted it on YouTube. But that definitely does not look like a bear to me. I guess usually I go with like my gut instinct too. I'm like that was crazy. That was something real because I believe in the existence of Bigfoot creatures. So when I see a video of one, I'm not immediately like, no, that can't exist. I'm like looking to scrutinize it because, there is, whether you believe it or not, there is a shit ton of physical evidence for the existence of these creatures. And whether they're paranormal or not, they leave physical trace evidence all over the country and especially all over the world as well. Now, this is another one taken in a swamp.
Wait, can I just interject for a moment
Please,
and
yeah.
say that devil's advocate here, because the devil doesn't always get to speak for himself.
Sure.
But don't you think the Bigfoot would have heard the guy or sensed him? Like, it wasn't that far away.
No, absolutely. Well, I think that this creature, it could have been like a young one, and it was so,
Babyfoot.
a juvenile squatch, and it was so interested in like, getting its meal and stuff. And that was on the guy's hunting property. So I
Wow.
imagine he was in camo and he was laying low looking to hunt. So he knows how to like sneak up downwind.
I just saw him like, why would you run when it stands up? Now you got a really good shot.
Oh, dude, just because you get so scared. I mean, imagine just like when you realize when that thing stands up, you're like, oh shit. You really get the feeling that this is not a bear. This is not anything that belongs. First of all, bears don't belong in the swamp anyway, so.
Get out of here, bears. This is swamp country.
This is swamp territory. You don't belong here.
If that's Louisiana, then we do have black bears in the swamp.
What's that?
Black bears in Louisiana, where I'm from. But they have black bears in Louisiana. Not for a long time, though.
There's no bears in the swamp, is there? Black bears in the swamp?
All we have is swamp. Where are they going to go?
Okay, well, interesting.
Have you ever been on Splash Mountain?
Yes. Those are country critters. That's different.
Okay,
Brr.
so set up this video,
Yeah, so
Bryce, and
this-
also why the frame looks so weird, and it's not my fault this time.
So this is taken in a place called Lettuce Lake, and again, this is another what you would call a skunk ape, and they call it a skunk ape because of the stenchy smell that it emits. People describe it like a sulfur, and actually, people describe these sulfur smells with ghosts and all other types of encounters, which is interesting. But the video is stabilized, which is why you're going to see this frame kind of bouncing around like that. But it allows you to get a clear look at, this guy was in a canoe out in the middle of nowhere, and he puts on his camera and he sees this thing sort of digging in the ground. And you could see these kind of like large arms with fur on them. And it just sort of, it goes off into the, you could play it again, Mike.
Wow.
And it goes
Can
off
I?
into the swamp. But take a look again, and he's this thing is sort of crouching down. Now listen, to remind you again, as you can see, this is swamp. The place is filled with moccasins, gators, deadly creatures. So
Marcy's family.
Yeah. All the gyros.
anybody like fucking around out there is playing with their life. But stories of the skunk ape have been abound for hundreds of years. And people have seen footprints, but I love this video.
Now, this one is way more convincing to me because
Why?
of the physicality of the animal.
Yeah.
And also the setting, just the deep swamp is not a place where someone's going to go hoaxing. you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I don't know if you guys see it too, but you could see those like larm arms that look like there's hair hanging off of him. But this is known as, if you want to look it up too, I always check out one thing when I'm looking at a paranormal video too.
This is Lettuce Lake, Florida.
Lettuce Lake, Florida. One thing I always love looking at when I'm checking out a paranormal video is the comments section. You know what I mean? Because
everyone loves commenters.
No, but you can really gauge, like you can really take a feeling of the room, so to speak, about how people are feeling about these videos. Because if it's fake, people will let you know right away.
You'll get pwned.
It'll get pummeled, yeah. But this one has always intrigued me. And the guy has stood by this video. He was in his canoe. He goes out there a lot of the times, and he was like, I've never seen it before. I've never seen it since. But this definitely freaked him out.
All right.
Let's go to this next video, which is absolutely one of my favorite.
What is this? Because I've seen this before. This one is super freaky.
This is some super freaky shit. Now, as you can even see on the still frame.
I'm just going to hit play. You walk us through it, okay?
Yeah, great. Okay, so this is taken in Turkey in the Sea of Marmara in 2007. Right? Now, this is a UFO appearance that happens every year around the same time. You can see this craft, and it's hanging out in the middle over the Sea of Marmara. It's right around the high strangeness time, 3 to 4 a.m., that strange window where shit goes down.
And it's like a triangular
It's
craft.
a triangular craft. Now, notice the dates. Just keep it, because they change, because they're taken once every year around the same time. This one's at 3 a.m. It seems to be the same craft. What I love about this video, they're speaking in Turkey. It's subtitled for you. What I love about this video is that this guy's going to zoom in with a 200-time electronic scope on his camera, and what he sees is like a cockpit and pilots.
What?
And you can see the heads moving around, and it's just like they're classic gray aliens. And it's just, when I saw this video, I was blown away. There's one that you'll actually see, too, where they zoom out so far, and it's just like a little light in the sky. The guy zooms in, and that's very reassuring.
That really
not a hoax.
bums me
That's
out.
so for me.
Look at this.
It's
Look,
not.
If you
That
thought it was
sold
a
it for
hoax,
me.
they're here to tell you it's not.
Oh, yeah.
So those are supposed to be the pilots?
Yeah, those are the pilots. So there seems to be like two large-headed, creepy guys.
Now, who's Dr. Roger Lear, who's
Great.
mentioned here?
There was a bright full moon,
Okay.
I'm gonna let him
and
talk.
below
Do we want to
Watch
hear
this
this?
whole thing?
Yeah, let him talk. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Let the man speak.
Let the man
the
speak.
moon was this little bright spot. We didn't know what it was, and we were filming out over the water. There was no structures in the water. There was no oil platforms. There was no ships going by, and we zoomed in. This camera had a 200 millimeter lens and an electronic doubler, so we were able to get very tight on the leading edge of the craft. The craft, you have to realize, is being lit by the moonlight, which is, as I said, a very bright moon. And then right in the front of the craft, there appeared to be 3 windows, viewing ports, whatever you want to call them. And standing in these viewing ports were typical
Bryce, is this
polar
you in
sticker
like
gray aliens.
less than 10 years?
Yes,
And
for sure.
I saw this. I mean, I looked through the camera myself, and unfortunately, we recorded it.
Yeah, you can
that
see
the video went to a university in Istanbul and went over extremely intense scrutiny by the Turkish government, and then the video was also sent to the UK and several other countries for analysis. By the time all that had been done, it had already been on the internet and could absolutely not be suppressed from the public. Recently, this year, the video was
See the different
given
dates?
to
There it is in the
analyst
daytime.
in Chile. And he did another review of the film, but this time,
Look how far
instead of
away that zoom is.
There's a
concentrating
little
on the
dog
craft,
barking at it.
he
It's really
concentrated
cute.
on the
Yeah.
occupants. And on my website, alienscalpel.com, you'll see the entire Chilean analysis.
But when people,
That's creepy.
But when people
All right.
describe alien grays, I mean, that's the classic one. And what I love about that video is multiple things. Is just just it's so creepy because so rarely do you see somebody zoom in that close, and then you hardly ever get to see piloted crap. But in so many of the stories of UFO lore, people often say, yeah, there's a viewport and I saw these bodies piloting them, and it was very strange. Now, the guy that was talking, his name is Dr. Roger Lear, and his story is a crazy one. He's a foot doctor, a podiatrist out of California. And, he was interested in the UFO subject. And so one day he goes to a convention and somebody approached him and said, I have an alien implant in me. I would love to show you the x-rays. And he was like, very intrigued. He was like, all right, yeah, why don't you send me the x-rays? And she sent him the x-rays, and lo and behold, there was this strange anomaly in her foot. And he was like, well, I'll operate on that. And
Something up with your foot?
Yeah.
I'll operate on that.
Honestly, I was like, that's my pickup
So
line
weird.
too.
yeah, no.
I got a
But her
alien
story
implant
is-
in me. I want you to find it, big boy.
Totally. And as strange as that sounds, when you take her story into context, she was an abductee who got regressed in a therapy session. And so she has a whole story of how this thing was implanted in her. And so he performs the surgery, and he literally takes out this, what looked like a piece of rice, like a long grain piece of rice that was metallic and anomalous in structure. It had some strange properties to it. Anyway, this guy ended up doing 17 surgeries where he removed physical objects. Now, he sent them all over to U.S. labs to have them analyzed, and they come back usually like Bigfoot hair. They're like, yeah, there's some strange properties to it, but nothing unordinary. And you're like, wait, what?
Young lady. Young lady,
Yes, sir?
did you put a grain of rice in your...
No, it's something abducted me, please. There's some in other places too. Like 17 surgeries is crazy.
If you
He was
want
like, I found something else.
Yeah, if you want to learn more about this guy, there's a film on iTunes, and you could find it, I think, on Netflix. It's called Patient 17. And it was filmed
Do you guys
by...
know who Jeremy Corbell is? He's been on our podcast.
He's the one that started this whole Storm Area 51 thing when he went on Joe Rogan with Bob Lazar. So he's the filmmaker that did the Bob Lazar Area 51 and Flying Saucers film. One of his first films was Patient 17, starring Dr. Roger Lear. He also did, his second film was Hunt for the Skinwalker, which is in Winter Basin here in Utah. It is the craziest fucking ranch.
Dude, don't mansplain Skinwalker Ranch to a room full of people from Utah. They know what it is.
The paranormal Disneyland. I mean, so they've seen anything and everything there. There's a great book written by George Knapp and Colm Kelleher. I highly recommend it. But let's move on to the next video.
It's time for Grandpa's meds again.
Yeah, seriously, I get excited about this stuff.
Speaking of Utah.
Yeah, speaking of Utah, next one was taken in Provo, Utah, which, funny enough, there was quite a few Bigfoot videos taken out of Provo, and one's even recently.
This is recent. This is like February of this year or last year.
So these are two hikers. They think they're looking at a bear. They're filming it. I'll just let it play. Now, this is classic Bigfoot behavior, trying to hide itself as a stump or a tree.
He's moving, though. Hey, Bigfoot, stumps don't move.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
Okay, you see the
there we
center
go.
screen?
Yeah.
Yep. They think they're filming a bear. And then
Always the runaway when they stand up.
I mean, let it play again. There's that
And then they
same
just
reaction
roll
of
down
running.
the hill.
There's that same reaction of running away that you saw in the earlier video, which doesn't seem fake to me. I mean, just the absolute fear that must go through the psyche when what they think they're filming is a bear, and it stands up, and you could see play that again, man. You can see the shoulders and the arms on this fucking thing, and it looks big. There's been a few Bigfoot videos taken in Provo. I'm not sure if it's like the same one or the same family of one, but I am convinced here in Utah, you guys have Bigfoot activity.
Yeah, Provo, we have a story coming up later. I was doing some research on activity that you guys have in Utah, and Provo does come up a bunch, and especially concerning Bigfoot. Provo seems to be like the hot spot.
Watch that bear, Betsy. Just keep your eye on that thing.
I see
Is
it.
anybody
I see
here from Provo today? Out in the
There
we
he
got a couple
goes.
people.
Shut up, Provo. Look at Yeah, that was on the local news and everything. They played that video on the news, and it's been pretty scrutinized. The hikers have come out and said, so they're not just some like anonymous witnesses. They've named themselves and they've told their story to the Bigfoot Research Organization, and they stand by this video.
That's right. All right, finally.
Finally, yeah, let's do.
We have proof.
We have
that
this.
The king
this
is
one
alive.
is definitely.
Let's go ahead and discredit everything we just did.
Yeah. So this is a lot of people think Elvis died in 1977, but I think this is videographic proof that he didn't. So I definitely think this is a real video.
This is the guy in all those Bigfoot costumes.
Yeah.
I know, I just totally destroyed my credibility.
Well, that settles that, mate.
I'm a big Elvis fan. I wanted to throw that one in there. No, I do not believe Elvis is still
This
alive.
video is just Betsy on the way back to the hotel later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that guy's got to go to the bathroom.
But let me see a show of hands of how many people believe they're in the existence of, or the possibility of the existence of, a creature like a Bigfoot that is alive.
So that was part 1 of the Monster Mashup with A Funny Feeling and our buddies at the Bigfoot Collectors Club at FanX Live in Salt Lake City. So again, if you want to hear the rest of the show, you can cruise on over to the Bigfoot Collectors Club feed. They release their episode on Wednesday, so go check it out. Go hear the end of it. It's great. More good stuff. But before we're done here on A Funny Feeling, I wanted to give you guys a little bonus. So we were out about in FanX. We were talking to the people, and we met so many cool people with amazing stories. So we thought we should share them with you. Now keep in mind, we are at a convention, and it is loud. So you will hear a lot of background noise, but these stories are great, so check them out. Finance. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
So, do you have a paranormal experience?
Yes. I don't know if it was paranormal.
Okay.
Okay.
But it is something that I have trouble explaining.
Yep.
So, about 10 years ago, I was staying with my sister and brother-in-law in Sacramento, and they had left the house for the night, and I was asleep in bed. And they have an alarm system that every time you open a window or close a door, a little beep comes up and is like, door open, blah, blah. And they have 2 dogs who are very, very territorial. So I'm asleep, dogs are asleep, and all of a sudden, the blankets from my bed get torn off my body and chucked onto the floor.
What?
Oh my God.
I'm pretty asleep at this point. I kind of wake up and I'm like, that doesn't seem normal. And, so I roll onto my side to go try and find where my blankets are on the floor, and I put my hand over the side of the bed, and my hand touches a back, like a human back.
A human back?
And it was warm.
No.
And I could feel I could feel the cloth over it, like a shirt. And my hand just sort of went flat onto the back, and I pulled it back. And I just sort of laid there for a minute, and I was very frightened, so I just kind of lay there in terror, and I didn't want to look over on the other side of the bed or anything.
Yeah.
And so a couple minutes later, I reach over, and there's no one there. And when I woke up, I fell asleep because you can only be terrified for so long before you pass out.
Yes.
And
all your adrenaline, you
Yeah.
tap out,
It
right?
knocks you out.
Pretty much.
I agree, yeah.
So I woke up the next morning, and I checked around, and my blankets were on the floor on the other side of the room.
So that part definitely
happened.
Oh, shit.
And so I went out, and the dogs were just acting normal, and none of the alarms had been tripped from the night before. So it wasn't like someone broke into the house. It was like there was just someone there for a minute, and then they went away.
Someone living in the wall.
Right?
No.
Maybe.
Someone living in the attic. Whoa.
Yeah, they had a subfloor, so maybe.
Wait, where were you? You were staying at
my sister's house.
Yeah. Has other weird stuff happened?
Not really. It was a family home.
Okay.
That people had grown up in.
Yes, okay.
But the street that they lived on was really rough, and there had been multiple murders on the street in probably 2 or 3 in the time that they'd been there.
Oh my God.
So it wasn't a great neighborhood, but not really. There wasn't really anything else weird that happened. Like they'd have electrical shortages, but that was about it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
and that can be explained by
Do
anything.
you have any idea what you think it was?
I have no idea. Like I haven't really been thinking about it in terms of like what could it have been paranormally. I've been
Yeah.
trying to think of like, well, maybe I was having some sort of sleep paralysis,
Yeah.
but
Right.
I don't have a history of it.
Yeah.
I've never been able to like touch something that wasn't really
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So, and part of me is like, well, I wonder if I like was half asleep and was feeling something
Yeah.
else, and my brain thought it was this, but I can't quite explain the position of it. It was
Yeah.
right next to the bed, and like
Ew.
it was basically like someone had pulled the blankets and then stepped to the side of the bed and crouched down. So
my
it was.
God.
It was odd, and there was like an open closet next to it. So I'm like, that's creepy, but like
Yeah.
nothing had ever happened before.
Yeah.
And then I stayed in that house for another like probably almost a year, and nothing ever happened. There was nothing ever similar.
That's
So-
terrifying.
Whoa,
though.
that is so like a warm back.
But it was warm. It was like
Yeah.
a human
So it felt
back.
like human.
And I could feel like, there's like the two big muscles on the back, and there's like a little like ridge in the middle where
Yeah.
your spine goes.
So
I
it
could
was a
feel
hot
that little
guy.
It was like a hot guy.
A sexy man.
A
Right.
sexy man.
A sexy-
I kept feeling
a
such a
sexy
six
devil.
pack.
Right, I'm like under other
Felt those,
circumstances, who
Hey.
knows? But anyway,
Whoa.
Karen, that was awesome. Thank you
thank
so
you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
guys.
you.
So-
Cool.
All right, we have Miranda
Oh,
here
yeah.
at FanX. You, Miranda, have a paranormal experience?
I do. I have
Okay.
a paranormal experience from when I was going to SUU,
Okay.
Um,
What's that?
the Southern Utah University.
Gotcha.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes sense.
Yes.
We're
so
in
I was
Utah.
at college.
Yeah.
The drama corner of the campus is like supposed to be very, very,
very
haunted.
haunted.
Very
Nothing
haunted.
I
is
had
more-
a haunted drama corner.
Yeah, nothing is more haunted than people who want to be actors.
Yes.
Wanting to be an
Very
actor,
scary.
there's a lot of like, if you stick around because you're hoping that even after you die, you might get your big break. Yeah.
There's a theater at Southern Utah University called the Adams Theater that they don't use anymore. It's like a historic, like Tudor theater, like Shakespeare-style Globe
Whoa.
theater. It's pretty small, and they have a newer one, so
Okay.
it's just kind of sitting there. Kids study in it a lot.
Okay.
And around Halloween, they use it and some of the tunnels that go under the building
Ew.
and into the costume department for a haunted house.
What?
And
That's
so
so
I was.
cool.
It's awesome. It's so much fun. But we were. It was super spooky too because those pipe tunnels are super scary.
Ew, yeah.
But I was being in the haunted house. I was playing. I was one of the 3 Macbeth witches backstage of this theater.
Great.
That nobody used anymore. And there was 4 of us there in that section. There was the 3 witches and then a kid playing Hamlet. And
kid?
A guy.
Okay.
I overused the word kid. No. Another college student
Gotcha,
playing
gotcha.
Hamlet. So there were 4 of us backstage. And there were 2 entrances onto this outdoor theater that we thought maybe between groups, we can go out and chill on this theater.
Yeah.
They were padlocked from the inside. So we were like, okay, never mind. Well, they're padlocked, so we can't go on the stage.
Yeah,
We'll just
yeah.
stay
Right.
here. It was really cold, and we were wearing these like gauzy dresses. So at one point, me and one of the other witches who was on my left side of me, were talking about how cold it was. And both of us from my right side hear a voice go, yeah, it is pretty cold in here. And we both went, did you say that? And she was like, no,
What?
I thought you said that. And then we were like, JC, who was the other girl, and she was 20 feet away from us. And she went, what? Just like on her phone. And we turned to the kid playing Hamlet, and he was like, you guys know I can't do falsetto. So we were all like panicking. We all sort of gathered in the middle of this room. And we're talking about it, and then I'm halfway through saying the sentence, it's probably a friendly ghost, it was just discussing the weather, when I hear bang, 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 bang from one of the doors on the stage, and we all shriek and run to the back corner of the room, freaking out. As we're doing this, we see the other door swing open. And they were super padlocked. We checked, because we wanted to go on stage. They were padlocked from the inside, and it just swung open. And we were like screaming and freaking out, and then we all calmed down, we looked back, it was closed, it was padlocked. And
Oh
we
my
were
God.
like, what is happening? It was
shit.
pretty indicative. Like that went on for pretty much the rest of the night. There was a moment where we went, if it happens one more time, we're gonna go. We're gonna leave. We're gonna
Yeah,
go
but
get the manager,
get
and we're gonna be
outta
like, we're
there.
not staying in there anymore. At midnight exactly, it stopped. The best part of this is we were talking about it to some of the other actors later. We were telling what was happening. And before we said there was a voice. And before anything happened, one of the other actors went, was it like a young female voice? And we went, yeah. And she went, did it sound something like this? And I went, yeah, that was pretty close. And she went, I've heard her before.
Ew, nasty.
So Marina, what?
Ugh.
So you said, do you not think it was a friendly ghost? Then what do you think it was?
I think it. I don't know. It started out as a friendly ghost. I don't know.
Oh
Because
my
but
God.
maybe there was multiple.
What do you think? Because I have a
I
little.
think a fun, dramatic ghost.
I think it
I
was.
think it was
I
just
think
it-
it,
straight up
us.
of, like-
It's a theater ghost.
I
They
think
like
it was
to mess with you.
a theater ghost with a little flair for the
I haunt
drama.
the theater. I'm gonna be so dramatic.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, like, since you heard it, it wanted to show you what it could do. I think.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fun. That's what I would do as a ghost. For
Yeah,
sure.
it would be fun. Maybe I should haunt a theater when I grow up and die.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Absolutely, dude.
Miranda, that was really great.
That
Thank
was
you so
awesome.
much.
Thank you for letting me
you.
talk on your podcast.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Pleasure.
It's hey, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
All right, we have Josh with us.
I'm sure at Comic-Con you've got a lot of interesting stories. I
Oh.
promise mine isn't the most
I don't
fascinating.
know.
It is very recent, though.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
Josh, you have a paranormal story. Tell it to us.
I can. I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but so my brother, sister, and my mom all work or go to school in the mornings, and then I work nights. So for the first half of the day, I'm home alone pretty much every day. And I want to say it was just Wednesday that my brother came home. Actually, I'm going to back up one more step. My brother his room is kind of between my room and the TV. So I pass by it pretty frequently. So just on Wednesday, 3 days ago, I was going past my brother's room, and I went in and grabbed something, and, that's not especially weird. He had something of mine on his desk. But after school, he called out to me, and I came up to his room, and he mentioned that his phone had been moved, and a bunch of his stuff had gone from, like, in a box under his bed
What?
to by the doorway.
No.
And you got to understand, I'm a very paranoid person.
Yeah, Josh. We can tell.
Josh
you,
is looking around nonstop.
Yeah, you frisked
going on
both
here?
of us when you
Yeah,
came
we
here.
got
Yeah, no, I got a lot of
You
questions.
got your metal detector out.
It's just a belt,
Yeah,
man.
no.
It's just my belt.
But my first thought was, and I know this is total, like, pipe dreaming nightmare crap.
Yeah.
But I thought, was there someone in the house? Well,
Right.
I, was
I mean,
home
what else
alone,
would
yes.
you think?
And the thing is, my brother is not an organized person by any stretch of the imagination. And his closet is full of, like, suits hanging up. And so, oh my gosh, like, ever since then, I go into his room every once in a while. And I
Yeah.
always, like, check the closet. Like, there's no one,
Yeah,
no one in
yeah.
my house with me, right?
I mean, that's honestly the scariest option is that it's a human person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Doing
That's
stuff,
the
right.
scariest thing.
Yeah.
But what if it's not a human? Do you have any ideas of like what could it have been?
So, the only idea I could have, and once again, this is just kind of out there, but the house across the street from mine, it has tenants that stay for like 2 months at a time, and then they just kind of leave.
Okay.
And I have heard people talk about weird stuff going on over there. I'm not sure.
Do you think it was like an overflow haunting?
If anything of the sort, it's got to be that.
Like
'cause-
they were out of like they didn't have a current
Nobody was
resident,
there.
so they're like,
Yeah.
let's go see what our neighbors are up to.
That's
Let's
my
go
best
move
guess.
some shit around.
I don't know.
mean,
yeah.
that is really crazy to have something physically be moved that way.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And my brother's talking to me about it.
We got a beer delivered
Thank
to
you.
us.
I just got a beer delivered to me.
Classy.
Party, dude.
And my brother was going on for like 20 minutes about just like, he was mad at me. He thought I had moved his stuff.
yeah.
I mean,
thought-
because how would you believe that anything else besides Josh moving my stuff,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly, yeah. And I've gone into his room and taken things before, so it's not totally out there. And
Yeah.
I'm sure at this point he still doesn't believe that I didn't do it.
Yeah, of course.
But like, I know I didn't, and anybody who's listening to my voice right now is going to have to take my word for it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Josh's
they will.
brother,
They
please
will.
believe him.
Please listen.
Todd, if you're listening,
Please.
I didn't go in your room.
Whoa,
That's
that is so creepy.
really
It's just
creepy.
weird, because like I said, I'm a very paranoid person.
Yeah.
When I walk into work at night, I make sure all the doors on my car are locked, and when I get out, I make sure they're still locked.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, it almost seems weird at first, but I work with a lot of small people, and about half of them are female, and we're gonna make sure that somebody walks you to your car.
Yes.
Gotcha. When you
Yeah.
said small people, I was like being like, little people, miniatures.
Thumbelinas?
Yes.
Thumbelinas.
I work with a girl who's 4'9".
4'9". Well,
Oh, I have a friend who's 4'9".
Yeah,
that's
but
tiny.
I'm not that small. I'm 6'2". So
Yeah, you're not that
Yeah.
small.
yeah, but I'm still a very paranoid person.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
And like, I don't know, I always trip out when I see the door unlocked at my house when I'm alone. I'm like, did I do that or did?
Yes.
What's going on
Absolutely.
here?
Yep.
And most of the time, someone just forgot to lock it. But
So that's your that's a big paranormal experience.
yeah,
though.
and it was 3 days ago. So
Oh
3
my
days
God.
ago?
That is crazy. You got to keep us updated
Yes,
if more
email
weird
us
stuff
if
happens.
anything else. Like if you're like, oh, there's a person who lives in my attic.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
that's very normal. You know, oh, there's just somebody upstairs in my house who's not supposed to be there.
It's
Yeah.
just a squatter.
We found a bunch of banana peels.
A bunch of it. Someone trying to make us slip and fall down.
That's Ron. He rates food storage every week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Josh,
So-
thank you so much. That was really
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I hope nothing happens like that ever again.
Me too. I have to live there, so.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. Whoa, well, thank you.
Thank
you guys.
Very much.
So, Shane, you have your own paranormal group, or
Yes,
wait?
yes, I do.
Tell us about it.
Whoa.
So I'm the owner and lead investigator of Bear River Paranormal. We're based out of Cache Valley, Utah, so northern Utah.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for 8 years. I've had my group for almost 7.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Where's the scariest place you've been? Like where it was just like, ooh, shit,
Like, there's
a
always
lot
going to
of
be
activity.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been quite a few places.
Okay.
Like for my group, we primarily do residential, so we help, people that have paranormal
Really?
issues and
You're
stuff
like
like that.
real life Ghostbusters.
Oh my
then?
God.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one of the most intense experiences that you've dealt with, since I assume you've dealt with a lot,
Yeah.
and you could share with us without telling anyone's business, what would that be?
Well, this is when I first started out running my group. We did a bar that's no longer standing. There's been a lot of paranormal activity going on in there on both sides of the bar. So there was the banquet hall side with the stage, and then there was the actual bar part with the billiards tables and stuff. Throughout the night, it was pretty active. I mean, we were getting some Class A EVPs. We were getting random knocks on command when we asked for them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then when me and one of my other investigators were over in the banquet hall next to the stage, we had a laser grid and a camera set up to record everything. And I was doing asking questions, doing a little bit of provocation because we weren't really getting much of anything. And then out of nowhere, right into the laser grid, there was a black mass, and it was probably about 2 to 3 high off the ground. Came into the laser grid and then backed right out. And then I started feeling sickly, lost my energy, stuff like
wow.
that. So with that little bit of provocation that I did, now do keep in mind I was a greenhorn back in the day. I know much better now. But when that happened, I got attacked. It got to the point where they had to carry me out of the banquet hall
Oh my God.
and out of that area so that way I can regain my my strength and my energy and stuff like that.
Now, when that happens, like you say you're attacked, what do you think is going on between you and the entity? Like, is it just sucking your energy, or is it trying to jump you, like get inside of you?
Basically, it's trying to suck my energy out.
So that it can be more
Yeah.
powerful, right?
I've been attacked quite a few times in the 8 years that I've been doing this. The first time I got attacked, it was more like it felt like they just sucked the energy right out of me.
Okay.
Right.
The second time I got attacked, it felt like I was getting suffocated. Sometimes entities, particularly malicious ones, don't necessarily drop the temperature; they increase the temperature,
I've
and
heard
they feel
that,
like
yeah.
they
Yeah.
are suffocating you. So at that particular time, I felt like I was getting cornered. I was dripping sweat from head to toe. It was hard to breathe. Like it just felt like someone had put a rag over my mouth, and I could just not breathe.
Like you're being waterboarded.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have so many questions for you. But like, what do you think people's biggest misconception about the paranormal is? Like I
That's
always
good.
feel like people are like, no one died here, therefore there can't be anything here, and I don't think that's true.
Yeah, that's not true. I mean, an entity will take over some sort of a dwelling or a vessel or anything, so that way it keeps them safe.
Yeah.
The biggest misconception is whatever you see on TV is not what we do. We
Right.
don't go
Okay.
running to room, screaming demons, stuff like that.
Okay.
Basically, when it comes to the paranormal, you could have a brand new house, built.
Yeah.
But if someone died on the property or buried on the property, which was common back in the day where you just bury your dead as you go,
Right.
instead of burying them in cemeteries,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff
Oh,
happens.
that makes sense. Like the settlers going
Yeah.
across the United
Yeah.
Yeah,
States.
you'd just be
Definitely.
like, gotta get rid of that
Or
body.
like,
Yeah.
like the people, the First Nations
Mm-hmm.
people, or
Yes.
anything.
But then, when it comes to them taking over a dwelling, some of them are just travelers. That's what we call them. We call them travelers. They travel
Okay.
around and they occupy a dwelling.
Yeah.
So the place doesn't have to be old for it to be active.
Yeah, or
it could
it
be a
doesn't
brand
have
new
to have
house.
a body in the backyard
Yeah,
either. It could-
exactly.
Whoa,
it's
yeah.
even more common when it comes to objects than it is houses, because entities like to have a vessel, particularly malicious ones.
Yeah.
prefer to have a vessel
Yeah.
to reside in, so that way they can prey on the weak, basically.
Right.
And have you dealt with
Yeah.
objects? I bet, yeah.
Yeah, we've investigated numerous different haunted objects.
Okay. Ooh, like a doll? Did you have to do
Yeah,
dolls?
we've done dolls, we've done mirrors, we've done jewelry.
Oh.
Those were probably the top 3 that we've
Yeah.
dealt with.
Now, when you
Whoa.
say entities, can you like rattle a list of like what you think they like? Is it like ghost, demon, blah blah?
Well,
what?
I mean, there's the human ones and the non-human ones.
Right.
Basically, the human ones are the ones that we, like us when we were living. The non-human ones can be the malicious, demonic,
Yes.
evil type entities. Now, honestly, demonic entities are very, very rare to come across. You're more likely going to come across some type of non-human, malicious entity than an actual demon itself.
Ooh.
like just more like a trickster kind of like
Yeah,
wanting to
I
like,
mean-
to hear.
shake stuff up and scare you.
The signs are there. That's why a lot of people have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Misconception
Yeah.
of demonic
Big time.
entities, because
Yeah.
malicious entities will kind of do the same thing. They will prey on the weak. They will bring you down. They will suck out your energy. It's
Yeah.
basically they're trying to fool you over, and then try to possess you that way to
Okay.
a point. They're not going to fully possess you like a demon does. However, they are going to wreck your world, and they're going to make everything go wrong in your life.
Oh my, yeah,
Now,
okay.
when you think someone gets possessed, do you think that like it could be short term, or could it be like the rest of that human's life?
It could be the rest of that human's life. That's if the entity doesn't kill the human.
Whoa,
Wow.
oh my
I got
God.
chills there at the end.
That's so scary.
Because one time, I remember I was talking to my mom about ghosts, and I was saying I wasn't really afraid of them because, like, have you ever heard of anyone dying from a ghost? And she's like, Marcy, you wouldn't know. She's like, any unsolved death or like oh, he just keeled over and had a heart attack out of nowhere. She's like, that could be a ghost.
Whoa.
Or what you mean, like a malicious entity.
Yep.
That's
Whoa,
crazy.
that's wild.
Josh, tell everyone where to find you, like if they want to, if they're nearby and they want to use your services.
So we're on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook as Bear River Paranormal. We're on Instagram as Bear River Paranormal, and on Twitter as well.
Awesome.
We also have our own website where you can, If you go to our Contact Us section, we also have a form you fill out, and it sends it directly to our email if you have any issues with the paranormal or any type of entities in your house.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
not a
much.
problem. Thanks for having me.
That was wild.
That was part one.
And that was only half of it.
Yeah, we got part one of our live FanX show from
Can
Monster
I chime in
Mesh.
and talk about how
No,
the
this is
family...
our
This is
outro.
our
Get
outro,
out of
dude.
here.
But this is a part one.
He's such a
Fun
man.
note. Betsy, talk about the family that got up and stormed out.
Oh, yeah.
Betsy, finish chewing first. I'm trying to save everyone from her eating popcorn in the
Yeah,
airport.
about 30 seconds into the FanX show we did, I mentioned how I have a magnet of 2 pigs fucking.
And then
it says
that's all it
making
took.
bacon.
That's all it took.
And a big family got up and
Bunch
left.
of people left. So
I want to leave the
But
airport.
that's okay.
it's okay. Sometimes
They
you
can
have
handle
to
it.
you have to tell them what to expect, and
Exactly.
that is part of
Making
it.
bacon.
So, guys, thanks for doing the show with
Fortunately,
us.
we gained a lot of audience members back when the next conference was for Disney pins, and people
Yes,
just started
we really
flooding
got those
in.
Disney pin people on
I was
board.
excited about that.
Also, I
okay.
think most of my technical snafu was edited out of this part of the episode.
Ooh, I hope it was, because boy, did it go on for a while. It really
We
did.
lost 10 minutes of the show.
I really was trying to help Michael in a lot of ways, and I was unable to. He was choking and
Well,
coughing.
wait till next step to part 2 when I start choking
Yeah.
and Marcy tries to help me out.
I silently did it, so just know that when he's choking, I'm helping.
She's there for me.
So, guys, go on over tomorrow or whenever, maybe, I don't know when you're listening to this, but Bigfoot Collectors drop on Wednesday. So go check out part 2.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo.
In a good way.
In a good way.
A good boo.
In a ghost way.
A ghost way.
Not a
Not a we
Hey,
hate
guys,
you, boo.
Don't shit your pants.
Oh,
Too
yeah.
late.
And you guys have fun in the woods? What is your thing?
We don't even know.
Well,
Go get regressed.
Oh,
go
yeah,
get
right, sure.
regressed.
Woo.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.